St. Clair Health, expert care from people who care.
Hello, today we are here at Outreach Teen and Family Services. We're going to introduce ourselves. I'm Amna, I'm a junior at Duquesne, and I study psychology.
I'm Sarah, I'm a senior at South Fayette, and I'm committed to Clarion right now.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I also go to Duquesne, and I'm a current sophomore and studying psychology.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm a sophomore at Mount Lebanon High School.
Hi, my name's Zoe, and I go to Mount Lebanon, Jefferson Middle School, 8th grade.
Okay, perfect. And today we're going to be talking about body image and social media. So I know that we all struggle with looking at social media and seeing different types of body image. But before that, we are going to try to get to know each other. So we're going to share some fun facts about ourselves. I will share that recently I just bought a yo-yo, so I am going to try and pick up the hobby. It's currently a beginner's yo-yo, so I'm really excited to do that.
Let's go.
Thanks.
Sounds great. I love the yo-yo. I used to do the yo-yo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I couldn't make it go up, so I just
okay,
gave
then
up.
I can't do that.
It was fun while it lasted. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit of this and that to get to know each other.
All right, YAC. What do we think? Almonds or peanuts?
Neither.
Yeah.
Neither.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm not
rocking
gonna
either.
lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Almonds.
Almond. Yeah, I probably, if I had to choose almonds.
Peanuts are
Salted
good.
almonds.
Yeah, salted
Peanut
almonds
butter.
are really good.
Oh, yeah.
Salted almonds are
They
peanut
have
butter
to be
is really
soaked in salt, to be honest.
so
Same.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, moving on. Lay's or Pringles?
Lay's.
Lays.
Lays.
It's not even a question.
Lay's.
It's not even a question.
Lays.
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 Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you say Pringles?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
really like potato chips that much.
Chelsea
No.
likes Pringles.
I don't like normal
Kelsey
potato
likes
chips.
Pringles.
But
Yeah, it has to be
wow,
flavored.
I hate you.
All right, we're going to move away from food. And what about live on a farm or live in a forest cabin?
Oh, forest cabin for
Forest
sure.
Farm.
Forest cabin.
What about the little like cows
Well,
and
actually,
chickens?
yeah, I'm torn because like I'd wanna.
I'm torn
No.
too because like forest cabin, that's gonna get scary at
Yeah,
night.
it's-
What if you
Scary.
wake up in the middle of the night and there's a cow leaning above you? Like that is more
Well, I've
scary.
seen like these TikToks of like farmers having like llamas in their living room and animals like walking in all around.
No, I'm not gonna have a chicken in my house.
Well, you're all
That's not-
alone when you're out in the woods.
That is
Yeah,
very
it's
true.
nice to have a llama protect you.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose farm because
Farm.
I'm just an animal lover.
All right, two more. Start a business or work in a job?
Start a business.
Start a business.
Well, start a business though. Like that's
Yeah.
like hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but once
Well,
you get
obviously.
the groove of it, like you'll be able to like thrive in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
control than if you're just
Yeah.
at a job.
I'd like a little small business.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I bake cookies.
Like a little Etsy shop.
yeah, I would do that.
Some entrepreneurs in here.
Absolutely.
All right, last, but this is probably the toughest this or that. Winning the lottery or becoming famous overnight?
Oh, okay. So I'm actually not gonna speak on this.
Winning the
Well, I think
lottery.
you,
Well,
you
no.
should speak
Oh,
on
winning
it, Sarah.
getting famous overnight. I don't know.
Because it's happened to you before, hasn't it?
You can you can like get rich off being famous. So like
I would say get famous overnight because
Famous
you can
overnight.
also like make a merch store and
Yeah,
then get
I'd
rich.
say
Absolutely.
get famous overnight, so that way if I'm that famous, I can perform in Coachella. We would like to thank St. Clair Health for being our annual sponsor.
At St. Clair Health, we're always improving, building on our commitment to face the challenges of today, making an impact on the communities we serve, so we can be stronger together. St. Clair Health, expert care from people who care.
so we all are on social media, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some of us, or at least have like seen social media.
Yeah.
I think there's a big thing going around right now about how social media affects people's image of themselves. With today's current day and age, you know, I personally am on my phone all the time. When I'm at home, I'm just scrolling on TikTok. And I'm not really affected by what I see on the internet, but it's literally a wide range. Like you could go from puppy videos to like you know, a genocide in a
Mhm.
different country. Like it's up and down,
Crazy.
and it's crazy. Yeah.
Everyone has different perceptions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know a lot of that, like a lot of influencers nowadays are kind of like models and stuff like that, like Instagram models. When I think of Instagram, the first thing I think of is Instagram model, and you know how big those platforms can be sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Yeah.
a point.
Especially
Yeah.
TikTok, you know, 'cause-
Especially like most of those people, the influencers that you guys see, they're paid to like give
Also,
good
they
reviews
use
on
filters,
things. Yeah,
yeah.
they use
Yeah.
filters, they Photoshop, they're paid to tell you good things.
Yeah.
do you use a filter, Sarah? Because you have TikTok, so why don't you talk about that?
I actually don't use filters.
Oh, that's really good.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I kind of just like sit in front of a camera.
Yeah.
I know.
I know that from my experience, seeing more people have, I guess, a fake perception about themselves makes me kind of self-conscious in a way. Like, I have an Instagram, I post, but I really only post once a year because I can never bring myself to post a real photo, if that makes sense. Like, I
Yeah.
really don't want to use filters whenever I
get it.
post.
Yeah.
So I kind of stop myself from sharing myself with that world because, like, I just get so nervous and compare myself to other people.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to see, like, for example, a photo of Kim Kardashian, like, yeah, she's so much bigger than me, but it still tempts me not to want to post online.
Because you don't look anything
yeah.
like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely get it.
I feel like it doesn't like affect you like consciously sometimes, but it affects you unconsciously. Like some people don't even know
Yeah.
that's what they're seeing, that it'll affect them.
Well, here's the thing, too. Like, I'm just gonna be real with you. There is, like, a 9 times out of 10 chance that a post that you look at on Instagram is photoshopped.
Yeah.
And, like, most of it is, like, done professionally. And you can't tell that it's done. But I promise you, most of it is photoshopped. And when we bring into the photo, like, young girls who don't know what Photoshop is, or don't know, oh, that doesn't look Photoshopped, it looks completely real, because it's done professionally. It's damaging, like, young girls' perception of themselves and how they're supposed to look, and it's horrible. Like if I'm not gonna pull up one on my phone now, but like looking at an Instagram model, like specifically like a fitness model, her stomach's like super super small. She has a big butt. Like it's like an unrealistic body image.
Yeah.
And they make it look like that is genuinely her image. And when a girl, like a small, like a, let's say middle school girl, looks at that image, she's gonna think, okay, I gotta look like this.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna think I'm hot or cute or pretty if I don't look like
And
this.
not just young girls, older girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was one of those people too. And it didn't hit me until, like, I had a moment where, like, I actually was feeling that way. There's a TikToker, her name is Addison Rae, and I used to want her hair so bad because it was so full, like, it was so pretty, always perfect, until I went to get my hair done, and my hairstylist and me, we were like talking. I was like, oh my god, I wish I had that full of hair, like it looks so good on her, like, and he was like, honey, it's all extensions.
It's all
And I was
extensions.
like, wait, really? And he was like, yeah, I'm a hairstylist, I know, I see the videos, it's all fake. And it didn't hit me that, like, they make it look so good where it's like real.
Yeah.
You know,
They
looks
pay
real.
people to do
Mhm.
that to them.
Yeah.
I think it's also an issue of like oftentimes we'll scroll on the internet on like Instagram models, and we have a habit of comparing ourselves to these people
Absolutely.
all the time. And I think I don't think we're as sensitive to that as we should be. Like people just post whatever they want, like, you know, because they it's a way to uplift yourself. But then I don't think we realize like somebody could be scrolling and seeing that and just comparing themselves day and night to you because they think that you're better, you know? And I don't think we always realize that. Like Instagram models, like with Photoshop, they do it, I think, because they want to uplift themselves. They want to be
Absolutely.
up here. They want to
Yeah.
push out this kind of very attractive, unrealistic person. But I don't think they completely realize that young girls oftentimes are seeing that and comparing that to themselves and saying, okay, well,
I have to look like
I have to look
this.
like that because, hey, look how she's famous. If I looked like that, maybe I could get as
Get
famous,
famous,
as her.
And
yeah.
I get it, because like when you get that hype, you don't want it to stop. And
Yeah.
like their fear is probably obviously
It's
like
gonna stop.
it's like that's my biggest fear, probably, in their perspective. Like if I stop posting all this fakeness and post the real me, like you never know what could happen. And
I'm gonna.
Mhm.
They're gonna.
So
be
like I
you
get
know?
it from their perspective, and like also if you feel like you look perfect edited, like they're gonna keep it that way. Like
Yeah.
everybody has their own flaws and think that they have their own flaws, and like they'll do anything they can to like stop that narrative that they have in their head, and they'll do like anything that they want.
It is really a vicious cycle, in my opinion. Like, it's just like, with me personally, I struggle with my body image a lot from Instagram and TikTok. Recently, I kind of took time to myself, did a little bit of a detox, and like realized that like everything I'm seeing is edited.
Mm-hmm.
This is my body. Why should I hate it? Because this poor thing is just trying to keep me alive. I shouldn't be trying to put it in a corset and like cinching it up. It's my body.
Yeah.
It's what I was given. It's what I'm gonna go with. I should love it the way it is, you know?
Amen.
Amen.
I would like to pause and thank St. Clair Health for their generosity in sponsoring the second season of Teens Tap In.
At St. Clair Health, we're always improving, building on our commitment to face the challenges of today, making an impact on the communities we serve so we can be stronger together by creating reliable resources that recognize all of our neighbors with access to the highest quality healthcare, advanced care close to home, and a shared humanity that delivers on our joint vision to create a healthier community for all. St. Clair Health, expert care from people who care.
So for this next portion of the podcast, I think we should talk about a little more about, this body image and the issue of filters. And I would like to hear your perspectives on this. Like, what are your opinions on this? Because I know it depends from person to person. I personally am not affected. Like, obviously, I'll compare myself to people on, like, TikTok and stuff, but I'm not necessarily affected in terms of, like, I think of myself negatively after seeing somebody who I think is more attractive.
I think it depends with age, in my opinion. If I were my 14-year-old self, oh my god, I get my feelings, or like 13, 12, like around that, get my feelings hurt like every post that I see. But now that I'm 21, I could care less. Like, I could change if I wanted to. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, if anything, like, what I like about TikTok is the comment section. So, like, if I have the same problems as them, they'll, like, it's nice to feel that they can go to the comment section and just, like, let you know that, like, you're not the only one that's feeling this. Like, I think it's funny, like, and that they keep, like, doing this. So, yeah.
I think it's also probably depends on, like, how you grew up and what you were exposed to and what you were kind of, like, taught.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it could also deal with like the type of content you see too. Like I see like a lot of get ready with me and things like that. And I feel like I don't compare myself in the same way as I did, like Amna said, like when she was younger. But then like I think of things that like they have that I would like to have. Like I would like to look like that, but like it's also not the end of the world that I don't, because like realistically, like we can't all look the same. But something like interesting that I wanted to bring up was that I feel that like the younger crowd is starting to like look older. And I'd actually come across some videos on TikToks of like maybe even like 10-year-old girls doing get readys with me with like full faces of makeup.
Yes!
I feel like just the whole culture of get readies with me and like older girls doing makeup has like made these younger girls like do full faces.
Yes,
And I'm like,
and then
can't
they
even do
dress
makeup.
themselves like they're 16 when they're
and
really
do,
like 12.
blowouts.
Yes,
It's
so horrible.
I see people at the mall. I recently was at the mall and I saw these boys could not have been older than like 11. They were wearing white tank tops That was it. White tank tops.
That was
like,
it?
These rolled up little shorts, like, because that's how people on TikTok dress. So that's what they see when they scroll. They're like, oh, they're cool. They're getting likes, and look at the girls in the comments. They love it. So I'm gonna dress like that. But they're like 10 years old. When I was 10, I was like running outside barefoot, pretending to be
I was wearing like a Hannah
Tinkerbell.
Montana. I was gone.
I was playing on the piano, singing and playing with frogs. I don't know, like I don't get it. Yeah.
Also,
I feel like it's just, I'll let you go.
also those like, these aren't like pictures or anything, but like those weight loss ads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I always see them like, what? This doesn't even work. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't try it, but like, why would you be spreading
No,
that
especially
information?
it kind of it's a bit annoying to see online. Like recently, it's surfacing that celebrities are like trying to say that skinny is the new thing. So like if you look at celebrities
Bella
recently, like Kim Kardashian,
Yes.
she's
Have you
like,
noticed
whatever.
Bella Hadid's gotten skinnier? Have you
Yeah.
noticed that?
Lady Gaga, she just walked on the red carpet for the Oscars. She looks really, really skinny. And like there are all these theories going around, but they're theories, but the main point is the fact that people are thinking it's a trend. It's making them want to be skinny, even in ways where they shouldn't be. So it's kind of like devastating to see that celebrities, they have this influence, but they're not talking about the real. Like Kim Kardashian or Lady Gaga doesn't talk about why they're skinny or how do they get skinny, or like it's unhealthy for people to want to follow in these footsteps when they're doing dangerous stuff. So like celebrities aren't really admitting the truths, and it kind of sucks a bit because they know that they have an audience, but they still are continuing to let these theories like go to people and get in their minds and everything.
I just want to say this, and I will believe this till the day I die. Every body is a bikini body. It doesn't matter how big, how small, does not matter to me. But I feel like when we round this up with the little girls going back to the 10-year-old get ready with me's, little kids around that age, it's very much monkey see, monkey do. They want to form themselves into being older because little kids tend to usually want to be older. Oh, I hate being a kid. My mom tells me what to do all the time. Like, it's kind of always been a trend, but especially I think it's more dangerous now because of how, like, these trends are going on. Like, people getting skinny like that, there's no way you get skinny like that in a healthy way. It is so fast, there's no way it's healthy. And like little kids not knowing how to lose weight or do anything of that sort, they're gonna think, oh, I should stop eating.
Especially adolescents.
Like, I should stop eating. Maybe that will get me.
Yeah, adolescents, like, they go through a phase. Like, I went through a depressive phase when I was an adolescent.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, everybody does it, and especially, like, at that age group and being targeted to those stuff, that's gonna be even worse on them.
Yeah. I also feel like I could literally name so many people right now, but like certain trends around like when I guess like COVID started coming up more. Like I could go to the mall and see every single dude with this haircut, that kind of like long, kind of like shaggy, like baseball.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Like they look the same, and I think that's what's scaring me. Like it's almost like social media is it's taking away people's individuality, and that's so scary. But I feel like after COVID, like scrolling on TikTok now, you see people expressing themselves a little more. Like men are wearing bell-bottom jeans, you know.
There's
People
emo,
are expressing, people are expressing their styles, their music tastes, like. But like pre-COVID, I remember everybody wore skinny jeans, white t-shirt, Hollister, like
Abercrombie,
American Eagle, like
Aerie.
Yeah,
I was like definitely senior year of high school before COVID. I was in like my what's it called, the like phase.
Oh yeah,
Visco girl.
I was in my Visco girl phase so bad.
No.
And my one friend too, she was in her Visco phase. But then when COVID hit, now she's like dresses all emo. Like she's totally different person than she was before.
I think
COVID.
it like forced us to like detox a little bit and just take some time. And we were on social media a lot, so I don't know what happened, but people started like expressing themselves more. It was the coffee.
Yeah, that was like the biggest
Emma
thing.
Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Emma Chamberlain. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah. Just like people, I don't know.
But it's nice to know that we are kind of aware of it. I don't know if we're really doing something about it, but it's nice to see some influencers are aware.
Yeah. A thing, like I said at the beginning with influencers, just keep in mind though, like, I can't remember her name. I think it was Michaela. Like, it was a big old scandal with her with the mascara.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Like, everybody, like, all those influencers
Basically,
get paid.
She got paid to
by
to
L'Oreal.
sponsor this mascara, and she was like, "I'll tell you the truth if it works or not." But really, she just kind of, there's theories that she edited it.
She put falsies on.
Yeah.
Lastly, this podcast would not be possible without the support of St. Clair Health.
Yeah.
Please listen to the following ad.
At St. Clair Health, we're always improving, building on our commitment to face the challenges of today, making an impact on the communities we serve, so we can be stronger together. St. Clair Health, expert care from people who care.
All right, thank you all so much for coming on this podcast today, and thank you all to our listeners for your support. None of it will be possible without Outreach Teens and Family Services. All right, bye guys.
All right, bye.
The views and opinions expressed in the Teens Tap In podcast represent the opinions of the hosts and their guests. The views and opinions expressed by Outreach Teen and Family Services employees, donors, and volunteers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of Outreach Teen and Family Services or the show's sponsors. The content here should not be taken as counseling advice. The content here is for informational purposes only, and because each person is unique, please consult your mental health provider or physician for any mental health counseling or other medical questions. The podcast should not be used in any legal capacity whatsoever, including, but not limited to, establishing a standard of care in a legal sense, or as a basis for expert witness testimony. No guarantee is given regarding the accuracy of any statements or opinions made on the podcast. If you find any error in any of the content of the podcast, please contact us at podcasts@outreachteen.org. Outreach Teen and Family Services, its sponsors, donors, and partners expressly disclaim any and all liability or responsibility for any direct, indirect, incidental, special, consequential, or other damages whatsoever arising out of any individual's use of, reference to, reliance on, or inability to use this podcast or the information presented in this podcast. Please go to www.outreachteen.org to see the complete notice and disclaimer for the podcast episodes.